I was half asleep during history when my teacher walked in, pointed at me and yelled, "Grab your things!" The whole class started eyeballing me immediately. "What's going on?" I asked. Mrs. Patterson didn't answer, just walked over, grabbed my bag for me, and ordered me to walk with her. I followed her out into the hallway. She didn't say a word, just kept moving. We stopped outside the principal's office. The door was already open. Principal Smokes was sitting behind his desk, two uniformed police officers either side of him. My stomach dropped. A clear evidence bag with white powder was sitting on the desk. "Sit down," Smokes said. "We need to talk about Saturday night." Saturday. I'd attended Susie's party on Saturday. 7 students were hospitalized, the officer started. Drinks were spiked with an unknown substance. He stepped forward. "We have an anonymous tip saying it was you." I felt my world tilt. I was at the party. I was near the drinks, but I didn't spike anything. I barely even crushed 3-4 looks that night. "I didn't do this. 7 witnesses say otherwise." The principal cut me off. "You were seen spiking the punch bowl at 10 p.m. I looked around the room and realized these people weren't here to ask questions or figure out the real truth. They were here to deliver a verdict. "You're suspended pending investigation," Principal Smokes said. "Felony possession, aggravated assault. You're 17, but you could be tried as an adult." That's when the door opened behind me. My parents walked in. Mom's face was white. Dad wouldn't even look at me. That night they sat me down at the kitchen table. "Just tell us the truth." Mom was crying. I didn't do this." Dad leaned forward. "Then why do 7 people say you did?" I had no answer. Why would 7 people flat out lie? Did I do something I don't remember? By Monday, I'd poured 3 years of summer job savings into a lawyer because my parents refused to help. He sat across from me flipping through the evidence. 7 witness statements. Timestamps. "It's not looking good for you." I put my head in my hands. No way was this happening. "Actually," the lawyer suddenly paused. "Here's something. The anonymous tip came in at 11:30 p.m. before anyone was even hospitalized." I sat up immediately. "Wait, before? That means they knew people would get sick." My lawyer looked at me. "Sounds like it." He filed a motion to examine the timeline. For the first time, I felt hope. But then 3 days later, the motion was denied. Insufficient grounds. I barely even had time to reel from the loss when more evidence surfaced. Text messages from my phone to an unknown number. Texts I never sent. "Got the stuff. See you Saturday." I stared at my lawyer. "Someone spoofed my phone. I never wrote these." He sighed. "Digital forensics takes weeks. We don't have weeks." Formal charges came down the next day. Felony possession. 7 counts of aggravated assault. If convicted, 15 to 25 years. The night before a big pre-hearing meeting, I got a call from a blocked number. A girl's voice. Nervous. "My name's Dana. I was one of the witnesses." She paused. "I need to tell you something." She paused. "I know it wasn't you." My heart nearly exploded. "Can you testify for me then?" I wanted to. Her voice cracked. But then someone called me. He said if I changed my statement, he'd release photos of me. I don't know how he got them. I was hyperventilating. Who called you?" I could hear her crying. "I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't help you." She hung up. I sat there staring at my phone. Someone was framing me, closing every exit. But who? Then 2 days before my hearing, my lawyer called. One of the witnesses recanted her statement. His voice was urgent. She said she was paid by someone. The ground shifted below me. This was proof. A chance at victory. Did she say who? The lawyer cleared his throat. "A man named Lyles Devlin. Do you know him?" My brain short-circuited. I'd never met a Lyles Devlin. He was a complete stranger. I hung up and started thinking, why would someone I'd never met orchestrate everything? Recruit witnesses. Plant texts. Why? Then the last name hit me. Devlin. My sister's ex-boyfriend's last name. She dated Eric Devlin. I found my sister in her room. "Hey sis, remember Eric?" She looked up from her laptop. "Yeah, why? Does he have a brother named Lyles?" Her eyes narrowed. "He does." "Why?" My eyes went wide. "My lawyer just called. He says Lyles Devlin framed me." She went completely still. "Why would your ex's brother want to destroy my life?" I asked. She didn't answer, but her hands were shaking now. "Because me and Eric didn't break up." I looked at her. "What? Are you still together?" "Eric's in prison." Her voice was barely above a whisper. The room tilted. "Prison? Why?" "Because I testified against him." I went silent. My next question was obvious. "Why did you testify against him?" She looked at me, tears streaming down her face. "Because he beat me for 8 months." She wiped her eyes. "I never told anyone because I was embarrassed. I thought it was my fault. I lost my ability to speak. My sister was in an abusive relationship for almost a year, and I was too dumb to notice. When I pressed charges, he got 3 years." She continued. "Lyles blames me. He framed you to destroy my family like I destroyed his." She broke down completely, sobbing into my shoulder. "This is my fault. I should have realized." I held her. My older sister, the rock of our family who held mom and dad at our younger brother's funeral. I'd never seen her like this. All the evidence went to my lawyer. My sister testified, told her story publicly, with courage, and I walked out of the courthouse a free person.